With funding about to run dry, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives passed a long-delayed bipartisan bill to fund Department of Homeland Security agencies, including the Secret Service and the Transportation Security Administration. The legislation ends a partial shutdown that has disrupted DHS operations for nearly 11 weeks. House Speaker Mike Johnson and Republican leaders chose to advance the Senate-passed bill without changes, rejecting pressure from hardline conservatives who opposed the measure because it excludes funding for Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Border Patrol.
This will relieve pressure from the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Mullen, who I've spoken to in the last couple of hours, will be greatly relieved. The President will, the administration will. We were not going to have lines at TSA. Everybody will get their paychecks now. We'll get moving forward. And then we will finish the work and finally get, again, for 3 years, with no crazy Democrat reforms, we will fund Border Patrol and Immigration Enforcement as soon as we return for the work session when that bill is finalized.
On FISA, Mr. Speaker. On FISA, Mr. Speaker.
Concerns about security funding intensified after a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where prosecutors say a man attempted to assassinate President Donald Trump. The White House Budget Office also warned that payroll money would run out in May for workers in presidential protection, FEMA disaster relief, and Coast Guard operations. House Republicans managed to ease the objections from their own party on Wednesday by passing a $70 billion budget blueprint to provide new money specifically for ICE and Border Patrol. Republicans are hoping to pass the legislation by using a special budget reconciliation procedure that allows them to circumvent Democratic opposition in the Senate. Democrats had pushed for new constraints on ICE and Border Patrol, insisting that immigration enforcement should be subject to the same operational rules as police, after 2 U.S. citizens were fatally shot by ICE agents in Minneapolis. But weeks of negotiations ended in a stalemate. With the DHS funding bill now passed, both the House and Senate leave town for a 1-week recess.